is expanding, and the relationship. Tourists are coming to Ethiopia, and we want to have the same kind of relationship.
And before that tourists come, they probably want to get a taste of all the culture here. Now, before we go to that show, some of the other Ethiopian arts you guys have brought, these are the paintings. I heard that you brought quite a large amount of paintings and art. That's the biggest ever abroad?
Well, painting is important to Ethiopians. That's how we tell the story. Ethiopians want to go beyond a reputation of a country that's been affected by war and famine. Ethiopia is diverse, as is China, and we have many Chinese people among our neighbors. And there was a Chinese concert just before we came weeks ago who came to Ethiopia, did the same thing. So it's back and forth between two friendly countries that really wants to become even closer.
Yeah. Now, as we speak, the show is actually going on, the Chinese part of the culture show today. But as we walk through there and we drink our coffee, by the way, you drink it the whole day. You drink it even in the evening.
Yes, many people drink it 4 or 5 times a day. But I'm not a coffee drinker. I drink once a day. But Ethiopian coffee is different. The taste is different.
It's pretty strong, and it probably will go with the show we will see later, because I think it's a very vibrant and a show that is long and has a lot of elements. Can you walk us through what we are going to see?
As I said, Ethiopia is a very diverse country. 85 ethnic groups we have in Ethiopia, and they've tried to be representative of most of the ethnic groups. So this is like a fabric of diversity, and there's also a mixture of Mandarin sung by Ethiopians. So there's dance and there's young people dancing. It's very vibrant, and Ethiopians want to say, especially the young people, that Ethiopia is changing and welcome to Ethiopia, they're saying.
So in the next, I think 30 minutes or so, we're going to see a show that has a lot of songs and dances and maybe, I think, acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a very big mixture. Is that always like this? Did you design the show especially for this trip?
They're trying to give a glimpse of Ethiopia. So this is the best of Ethiopia.
The best of Ethiopia in that show.
The best of Ethiopia. And again, they're trying to be diverse. They're trying to say Ethiopia is a changing society. And they want to say Ethiopia is worth coming and visiting. As Ethiopians are coming to China, not only as tourists, but to study. There are thousands of Ethiopian students that are being educated in China. And some of them that are watching this show are Ethiopians who reside in China.
Oh, so local
yes, local
in Beijing,
Ethiopians.
They are performing.
Not just in Beijing, all over China.
Oh, wow. And as you said, there are like 85 ethnicities, and we will see some of their performances there. But I think some of the show, at least some of the show, will be in languages we don't understand. Now, can you tell us what we are going to see first? I think it's a song.
Just to say, the first song that they sang was in Mandarin. You don't need to understand the language to really love. That's art. That's the beauty of art. So you really don't need to speak the language to see that diversity, and something that's different is worth listening to. When we listen to Chinese music, especially the classic music we grew up with, we don't really understand what they're saying. But the beauty of art.
There will be fashion in that show too. They are going to wear the best things coming out. But back to the show. The first song, even though we don't need to know the language to know what it tells, but I heard it helps. It's a proud of China theme. Yeah.
Yes, there are, as I said before, there are Ethiopians that are singing in Mandarin.
Oh, in Mandarin.
You'll see it later on. And these are local artists that have been picked from local clubs. And when you go to Ethiopia, when you go to their clubs, the language, Mandarin or Chinese visitors are no longer strangers in Ethiopia. They happen to be our neighbors. Young people are going among Chinese. And the reason Ethiopia is becoming a diverse nation is because of the Chinese that are in Ethiopia contributing to the fabric of what makes us an Ethiopian. And the best dancer in Ethiopia is Chinese, by the way.
Oh, wow.
So it goes to show you that the relationship is expanding and it's getting closer.
Oh, and one last thing. This is not the only show in China. Yeah? You have plans to go to other places, yes?
Yeah, they're planning to go to other cities in China, but they plan to go to BRICS member states like Russia, Brazil, and South Africa. And
BRICS
India might
countries.
be fixed,
Okay.
might be added. But again, they're trying to go to other Chinese towns because they understand there are Chinese people that really wants to be part of this magical tour.
Okay, so I think it's almost about to start. I think we're probably
Yes.
at the end of our time here, but just quickly tell us some of the instruments we're going to see are special or traditional to Ethiopia. What are they going to see?
Well, you're going to see a violin being played, but an Ethiopian version of a violin.
How do you call it?
And a guitar that you'd see them Ethiopian violin.
Guitar.
It's different, but again, all arts are the same, and this art is no different. But you'll see a unique culture that's about to be embraced by many Chinese who happen to love us, and we love them back. And this is what the answer is.
And you taught me a little while ago the way to say welcome to the show. How do we say it?
እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ.
Akwanda Lamatach. And so Akwanda Lamatach, welcome to the show. And you will get to enjoy the wonderful Ethiopian culture show with our lens. So see you later. Enjoy the show. Yeah.
Was it good? Oh, okay, good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to King Ethiopia. We invite you today to witness a breathtaking cultural celebration where tradition meets creativity and where Ethiopia shares its art with the world.
This is not just a performance, it's just a journey. A journey across the land, the language and the living heritage of Ethiopia. Through rhythm, movement and style, we celebrate our diversity and our unity side by side.
We are deeply honored to welcome our esteemed guest this evening, Her Excellency Shawit Shanka, Minister of Culture and Sports of Ethiopia. His Excellency Tafarra Darrow, Ambassador of Ethiopia to China. His Excellency Tasfao Gowazai, State Minister for Government Communication. And His Excellency Mr. Goa, Director General of Beijing Municipal Bureau of Cultural Tourism. Ethiopian Airlines, your support and presence honors us. Sorel Trading and Logistics, Mr. Yosef, we thank you all for standing with the culture, creativity, and connection.
Tonight's performance is called Generations and Ethnic Groups, from the tuba of Brand to the voice of Somali, from the drums of Juma to the dances of Rujars. It's a tribute to the power of art to unite us.
So sit back, open your heart, and let Ethiopia's story speak through music, fashion, motion. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to King Ethiopia. Let the journey begin.
震撼人心的文化庆典，在这里，传统与创意相遇，埃塞俄比亚向世界袒露心扉。一段穿越埃塞俄比亚大地、语言和鲜活文化遗产的旅程，将通过节奏、动作与风格，让我们肩并肩庆祝我们的多样性和团结。那么现在，请大家放松身心，敞开心扉，让埃塞俄比亚的故事通过音乐、时尚和律动向您诉说。
Thank you. Because see.
special guest. You will remember from that live streaming, we have to